I'm here. Hey, my name is Hetty de Metty, and Hetty de Metty is broadcasting from Holland, of course. It's 7 o'clock in Holland, so I hope 7 p.m. at your place. So it's start to do new broadcasting. I would like to say everybody hello and welcome. I hope there is people, friends on me from me on the chat, and I was waiting for them. I will waiting, and meanwhile I will type my email address because it's still possible to give me a request for a reading or for to do a memorial. And I'm gonna explain later on what it is what is meaning. Hetty de Metty hotmail.com. Good evening. Yes, Annie. She's already there. My aunt, Annie. Yes. Oh, it's so nice to have her. Hello. Good evening. I hope everybody in our world can read us, hear us, join us, and I hope there will be on the chat on this moment. So, yeah. It's Monday evening. Every Monday evening I am broadcasting in English, and every Wednesday evening I will broadcast in Dutch because, of course, that's my home country, and I love to do it. Already been 25 years here with my experiments here in Holland. So maybe the next 25 years also outside Holland, and just wherever you are, I can go to whatever. I've been several times to Canada because I have my book translated together with my rewrite my English book, The Value of a Name. It's the value of a name with a Canadian maple leaf on it. I'm very proud on it. And of course, I introduced myself with a picture of 10 years ago. This book is in 2019 produced by myself. And meanwhile, I try to do all kinds of reading and also in English now. It started all with this. This is something in Dutch. It's, of course, the same explanation as the value of a name. It's of course, this is Dutch, this is English, and I'm very proud on it. Together with other kind of stuff we have. I hope there is more people on the chat. I hope there is a new friend, an old new friend. We are catching up last weekend, and we had a very nice time. So, and she was very surprised that I was on YouTube, and I hope she is also here. Yeah, this evening I've got one subject, and it is: can you convert your way of thinking or living in a positive way? And I hope everybody can do that. We need positivity in this world, isn't it? And especially in this kind of month period of year that we have not so many hours the sun, more darkness around us, especially if you are in Scandinavian, but also in Canada. I think there is so less hours sun and many hours darkness. So it's good to have the lights from the Christmas tree. And I was wondering if you have already the Christmas tree on it. We have in Holland other festival too on December the 5th. And most people in Holland are still waiting until December the 5th. That we are Saint Peter, what we call Santa Claus. It's Saint Claus. It's a little bit the same what we probably in the whole world is with the Santa Claus. So we got a really Saint here. And after December the 5th, then we are trying to catching up everything, just like decoration, the Christmas trees everywhere in homes and the shopping malls, etc. But meanwhile, we are just Also have a lights, very much lights everywhere. All kind of little lights, big lights, etc. I love it. I love this period of time because it's still the month 11, still the month of a lot of lessons to learn, a lot of wisdom which come catching up in our system, but also very much people who is not feeling well. And that's also something because the weather is changing. It's giving more hours in home instead of outside, so less oxygen, less going in nature, etc. I hope there is more people on the chat, so I was waiting for them. Meanwhile, I hope you can subscribe me, and if you like this videos, give me a thumb, and it's also on YouTube. It would be very nice. Thank you very much in advance. So, can you convert your way of thinking and living in a positive way? I know for sure you can do. But we need inspiration. So that was the subject from last week. We need inspirations to set something up. Because everybody knows that we have setbacks in our life. We don't do everything quite well the first time right or correctly or perfectly. Such as perfect is not an issue anymore. We are not being perfect people. We couldn't do that because otherwise we wouldn't be here on earth. We have to learn a lot of lessons. So imperfections is that's hard if you got the I in your name. Hello, Berber. She's also on the chat. Very good. I hope my other friend Winanda is also coming on the chat, but meanwhile she see only me on the screen. I don't know. So, anyway, what I try to speak about is converting. Converting is something from bad to good, or from worse to better. So it's a way of thinking, and it makes and turns all the energy around us. And you can do it by reading a book, of course, my book. This is the value of a name. Yes, that's one of the books. But of course, the most famous book in the world is the Bible. Of course, he is a very old one, and it's also a lot of inspirations, a lot of life experiments from other people, how to handle and how to work and how to think. That's what we try to do, and if it's correctly and if it feels good, then your heart is warm, and if the heart is warm, then you do correctly your job. If it's not good feeling, it's chill, it's cold, it's not good, please don't do it, because then probably there is something going on what's not good for you. Because if you are happy and you have joy, your heart will fulfill with a lot of love, but enjoying comes from your heart, you know. So if it's not good, don't do it. If it's not feel right, don't do it, because you will burn somewhere, somehow, your somewhere is your energy. And if if you have a burnout, as what you say, then you are not energy anymore. And that's exactly what we try to do. Go to do something which you gave energy and joy and peace and love in your heart, you know. That's what we try to do. So it's this evening about the standards of us, about value of us. As long you have values and as long you have the standards keeping high for yourself, but also for your loved ones, and especially for the children, there is nothing wrong with a good standard, to have a standard and say, okay, of course, children need a choice. For sure. But if you give the people a choice, they have to know what is good or not good. So be giving more options than only one, because one option is no option. But if you give them a choice, a better one and a worse one, they get a choice. And if you give some arguments with it, then probably your child would understand how it works. To have options, make choices, but choices with your heart of giving. The outcome of the choices should be giving a little bit warm, but at least must be a heart into it. Of have setbacks in the life. It's not that its setbacks are especially only for you, because everybody needs setbacks. Because setbacks doesn't say something to us, don't do it this way, but learn another way to do it. So the setbacks is there to giving lessons to us, and to give also there is another way of acting, a way of living, a way of thinking, because it starts with thinking and then acting, and then you get the results. So to do the right things, you need most of the times perseverance, and that's what we should have by ourselves. So we need courage and brave moments. You understand? So if we are doing something very hard, but it feels right, go for it. Do it anyway. Because if we are having a role like a victim, it never brings you everywhere. Of course, there is tears. There is some people who said, "Oh, you are pretty," and you are the victim. And after a moment of crying, after a moment of shouting out, just let it go and say, rid of it, the victim role. You understand? If you stay in the victim role, it will never bring you everywhere, because then you don't give a setup for a comeback. You would like to have setbacks or set up for a comeback. So we need to do something. You understand? If we are staying over here and we don't do anything to go forward to the goal that we have to achieve, then it brings you never somewhere. Don't stay in the victim role. That's what I try to say. Try to give yourself as a victor, like if you have to overcome your obstacles and give you a good feeling at the end, it would be very much better than staying in the victim role. So this evening is about converting, about rethinking. In the 25 years I have as a medium, I did several kind of works, and that's my life experiment, So I started with going to a spiritual fair, to sit down on a table, and instead of asking, just giving answers. Instead of seeking to what could be helping for me, I was already been done, so I need to go helping out to other people. Instead of asking for myself, I was giving from something from myself. My energy, my courage, my brave moments to go to do something with, most of the time people said in the church, especially in the church, don't do that because the evil is over there also. And I thought, but where evil is also God. So, something good, something not good. So I would like to be present as one of the helpers of God. And not that I am God, of course not, no. But everyone has something from God inside, little part. And I know for sure if you're helping other people, if you serve other people, I know for sure there is also the love of God. And my prayer every day is to give the other people, to serve other people, because God serves me. So first I need His improvements, and then I can give the other people. So that's what I try to do. Probably the next time I will see you the prayer which I have to do. And then yes. So what I did in 25 years is helping by missing persons. It's just like if you see on the TV, you always see the brave people, the heroes who is helping. But if you have one person missing, you know exactly that there is one place not filled anymore, and not knowing where they are, that is very hard. So at the beginning, from my spiritual worker, I was also helping with missings. And yes, I did some work with the authorities here in Holland. And of course, I would like to do more of that. But, you know, it's also a process to meet the right people who is an authority and will help, will need some experiments of us. So I did also a grief processing. If people just lost some person, because I did also the death care, not that the really the physical things, but the mental things. In front of the people, when people have to see when the end of the life is almost there, some people are very scary about it and doesn't want to accept the facts. And meanwhile, they are still scared about everything. But if you know that the other world is much peaceful than here and much better than here, then it's very great to be there. Not that I am belonging over there. I'm not no, for sure. No, my way is still being helper here on earth. As long as I could be, I will help. And that's also where I come to the next subject, and that's depressing. If people are feeling depressing, there is really something going on in their system. And it's not only in a mindset. It's not only in their head. It is also in the area around them, which they get all the confirmations that they needed. And every time, yeah, look, this is of course, this is give value to my depressing feelings. And how to stop? It's very hard to do because it's a mental thing, you know. But of course, there is my spray, the air of flowers. Air of flowers is still around. The air of flowers is one mix of essential oils together with water. It's coming from the nature, and it helps because that there is no smell functions on your computer, but this is very helpful for people who is very feeling depressed, feeling their sadness, excitements, anxiety, just every kind of emotions which are given a block. Instead of being upfront to it, it's blocking us. So one of this stuff which is in it, one of the flowers from the essential oil, is the geranium. And the geranium is saying, oh, let it go, because it's not helping you anymore. All the energy, all the emotions which you feel, and it's not good, just like being worried or sleepiness, which you not have because you can't go and sleep, or there is some tire moments which you should have driving home and you can't focus anymore. So there is focus into it. So it's helping with love, with calm, with letting go all the energies which you blocking. It's giving you air, so it's giving you freedom to breathe again and take some actions from the nature on it. So you got new energy to it, and there is focus into it. So it's very handy to have. It's good stuff, Annie says, and it is. You know, there's already been 700 of these bottles been produced, and it still works very good because it still sells. And it's not only because it's set for people. So I hope people do understand that they can get this stuff. And it helps really good by facing all kinds of emotions. And it gives you a focus to what you would like to do. And that's exactly what I go to this evening. What is your choice? Where are you choosing for? Is it bad or not good? Is it? It's your life, you know. And if you have you've been born and you was little. At the first, you had to nurse, and later on, you have still feeding moments, but also advising. But if you are 20 years or maybe older, 25, 30 years, 40 years, then you know already the whole world, and you already been have life experiments by yourself, and so you can feel again. And that's the reason why I call my institute Re-Feel Lifestyle. Feel again, just begin again to go feeling, and then lifestyle. Change your own way of acting and way of thinking. And this will help, I know for sure, because it's already been proved, I know. So that's what it is. Okay, where can I use it for? All kinds of moments. If you would like to go to a good night's sleep, all the worriness is going away. Sleep is over there. And to do it on your pillow, then you still remember by turning your head, it's coming in your nose, and then it's okay. Yeah, I can slow go sleep, and it's good to have this. Driving at home at the evening, and it is dark, and it is rainy, and it's snowy, and it's still you need attention to the way on the way. Instead of being tired and only I had to go no, you have to stay open with the open eyes, stay focused on the way. You would like to drive home and say, okay, this is my time, I need to be focused. But also if you have an interview, if you have a job interview, or you have exams or something to do, all the excitements are away, and all the panic can go away, because it's not helping you. No, it's helping you to focus on the interview, to helping on you and to doing the test. So that's what we try to do. Good. Next, what we need to do more. Yes, as a kids coach, because I'm kids care coach in Holland. That's the name of my company, and I would like to help other people, just like parents who has children with needs, to advise them, to give them a little bit guidance for a half year, and then I'm going away, because it's not that I have to depending on myself. It's my job to make them on their own, which also for the children they have where there are regular kids, because parents can have one or multiple children with problems on a mental thing or on a physical thing, but there is also good children over there, healthy children, and also they need the attentions of their parents. So I try to invest my time for the whole family to give them calmness, um, overview, guidance, and helping to apply for money, for care money, but also to be responsible about this and to lock all the informations in the agendas, in the schedules. So that's what I try to do. In the earlier days, I was also mental coaching because that was what I do. And mental coaching for people who have burnouts, being not um, in balance anymore. Did all kinds of visitors already by the regular care institutions here in Holland, and they couldn't find it over there. And then they came to me. I was very happy because I could help them to change their life. If it's a change breaker, I don't know, but anyway, I hope they can change their own. And if there is no possibilities anymore, I love to give you options, and I love to do that. So with my life experiments, I can help other people, and I would like to do this evening too. But this evening there was no requesting already for a memorial. A memorial or a reading, it's almost the same. A reading is for the living people, and memorials is going about people who has already been deceased. They are past, and but they are not away because in a spirit they are still with us. And I try to give you a proof of it by naming all kinds of skills of them or other things which you could only know as a child from them or loved ones, of course. It's not only children and parents, etc. But you understand me. If people are not here anymore and you still miss them, I try to give a little bit information about them. And maybe there is also a message. And last week I got in Dutch a very nice one about Christina. She has a double number as a master number, so it's very special to did it in English or in Dutch. But because she's coming from Holland, it's very easy to do that in Holland. So next Wednesday, day after tomorrow, I will certainly do this again for a person because it's always a request for to do a memorial up for a person who is not here anymore. But yeah, I would like to do that. So if there is any requests for a reading or a memorial, please go to Hetty de Metty at hotmail.com. And de is on the special way from the Dutch way. So Hetty de Metty at hotmail.com. That's my email, and you can send me on the email your questions, request about a reading. Please note it in the top. And only thing what I need. Hey, hi Gabe. It's Gabe is on his way. Thank you very much. But anyway, if you need something like that, you can give me an email. Yeah. So I was surprised that Gabe is now here. He's a very nice person. I know for sure. Okay. I did already, but very much stuff with already now. So I don't know if there is any questions. Come over in the chat or on email if there is any questions, because I love to have something what is helping me. And helping me is, of course, that people are writing something. Is there any questions? Is there any questions? You can send me this in this chat. A good question of the day. How are you today? Very good. Yes. I did some preparation for a Christmas tree. And that's a little bit naughty here in Holland, I know for sure, because we have to celebrate the other festival of Sinterklaas. You can send me this in this chat. Yes, I said it. Or send me a email on Hetty de Metty at hotmail.com. Is the Christmas tree already up? Yes, yes. The Christmas tree is up. The lights are in. The Christmas decorations is for half done. And the other half I had to do this evening probably. I hope so. I'm St. Nicholas will not like this. I know for sure. I was sure. I'm a naughty. I said already by being a naughty, but yeah. I love to have the Christmas lights everywhere. You know, I'm longing very much to the lights, and I not only because my friend here is also for the Christmas tree. So sorry, Mr. Santa Claus. Sorry. Hi. Is there any questions for this little teddy bear? You're not naughty. He just doesn't like the tree. Oh, that's good. That's a very good one. Yes. Yeah. So, yeah, I love a little bit more because I'm very happy with my teddy bear. We should have some snow. Yes. Yes. It was last week already. We had a little bit snow here, but it's not staying long here. So it was a little bit wet and rainy, icy, etc., but not the real snow. But yes, we have still the Christmas movies and other stuff as DVD. Huh? We have it. Yes. And then we see it together, eh? Yes, I know for sure. Hey, is there any questions for us now? For the teddy bear questions, how is this day today? Very good. Very good. Hi, Gabe. Everything okay with Gabe? Let's pray the Christmas times bring us more snow. Yes. Let's pray for it. Yes. You know, my praise is a lot more than only the Christmas snow. If there is snow, there is also accidents on the road, and that's not good, you know. So everybody to think about it. Great to hear, Mr. I know. Yeah, it's good. It's good to have you here. Oh yes, for sure. I hope there is other people, the ladies who is on the chat is also giving me some questions, or you can do it in Dutch, you know, then I will translate it. Well, that's here fault. Yes. Yes, you're right. Oh, it's good to have you on chat, Mr. Gabe. Yes. Is there any other questions? Is there questions for Annie or for Baba or maybe Vinanda? I hope you are still looking at this moment. Annie. Oh, that's a good question. Are we going to church with Christmas? It's a tradition to do that. Yes, going to church. In the early days, I went to a Reformed church, and now and now I'm going to the Catholic church. So I've already been 20 years now Catholic. So yes, it's all kinds of traditions into it, and I love to go into the traditions thing. So yeah. It's also Christmas Carol most of the time around on the TV, and I'm broadcasting here in Holland. Does it very good. It gives you always the possibility to being a good person, but yeah, I hope the message is from Christmas is from the whole year, not only in the month December. But of course, it's on the TV. Yes. And are you going to church? That's my questions. Are you are you planning to go to church? Yes, I hope so. Now in church there is a lot of lights together. The songs are very nice. It's telling you some story about a newborn, and if the newborn brings light, brings hope, it's it's a very nice story in church. So I love to have it. On the same times, I said, okay, a couple months later on, then we have the other thing, thinking about his dad, and that's exactly what life is. We are coming here and we are going, and between that's moments we can choose for who we would like to be. Are you going to Annie? Okay, Annie, are you going to church? Berber, are you going to church? And Minanda, are you going to church? I'm a little bit noisy maybe about it, but yeah. Can you tell it? Of course, there is a lot of people, other people too, who's seeing this whole video, and I hope you get the message from Christmas also. So it's not Christmas yet, but it is the days before Christmas, you know. You can light up the energy from everyone, and I hope you can have meaning for other people. What is your favorite smells? Wow. Annie says, in the earlier days, I went to church, especially with grandma, to the Catholic church. Nowadays, grandma is probably on the other side. So, yeah, I'm looking for some news. Something. Sorry. If my phone is something to say. Normally it doesn't give me effect, but sometimes it needs to go into it. Yeah, what I try to say is a couple weeks, because it's almost 30 days to Christmas, so it's very nearby the advance period. So if you go to church in the next couple months, in the next month, so in a few weeks, you will see that everything is in going to preparation for the Christmas. And of course, it's also the story where you are into it the weeks before Christmas is coming, when Jesus is born, etc. And it's a nice period, you know. It's so enjoying and expecting from the new holy person. Okay, what's your favorite smell? Oh, my favorite smells is air of flowers. In the early days, of course, the apple pie, etc., and all kinds of vegetables who is prepare. Wonderful to hear. Yes. I'm just looking for the chat, and probably you can read it with me on the chat too. What's something you always wanted to... Gabe is good. That's a good question. What's something you always wanted to do as a child but never got it to do it? Oh, this is a good question. Yes, you can sell this product here in Leeuwarden, but you can also give me an address on the email, and you can order it. It's as simple as that. So you can do it on James Watt Street 2A in Leeuwarden or in Bulgaard Passage 61. But anyway, if you need something, you can also give me an email and come over. Yes. Annie says it was so nice to with Grandma, but she's not living anymore. No. Annie, maybe you're the person who can ask something with what an email from grandma. If you know her birthday, her day when she came on Earth, her including her year. Yes, Gabe says sorry to hear that, Annie. Yeah, but you know, little people who has died here on Earth, they are up in the heaven and they are coming to us in a spiritual way. So, yeah. Yes, that's a good question, Gabe. What is something what you always wanted to have as a child but never got to do it? I think a trip to US is something what I would like to do in the early days because all the movies is going about Canada or the US. I went several times to Canada and I know it's very nice over there. So I love to be in Canada because my family is over there, but also feeling at home over there. But I didn't never went to the US, so maybe that's one on my list. And also Australia. Yes, I know for sure. Also a very dear one nephew is living over there, and I would like to visit him and his family, of course. Yes. It's 30 days before Christmas. Yes, I said it. So ask amounts for. I get amounts for Christmas. Yes, that is it. Yeah. I think it's almost done for today. I hope there is so many things about thinking about. And every time when we do this in English, we will do another version from the same information on the Wednesday. So I hope to see everyone again on Wednesday because that's my moment in the Dutch way. There is in next Wednesday there is already memorial for here some person here in Holland. I hope there is for next week some person who coming from the international way on English. Meanwhile, you can still ask for a reading or a memorial for loved ones. Oh, I have to go. It's almost done. I will say thank you to everyone who was here in the chat. Thanks for the love today. You know, what you send is also what you get. So please send a lot of love to your own environment, people around you, and say to them also that they are, yeah, kind, lovely, warm person. If they are, please confirm that to them, because everybody here on earth needs some clarifications, need to be confirmations about being present here. And because we all have setbacks, do not remember that we don't have setbacks because we got. We have to learn when we can set up everything to positive way. So think about your presence here, your positivity here, your solutions to other people there for them. Give them advice, give them your love and your way of thinking and acting and your service and being a nice person. I know for sure. Next month it will help, it will shine, but it's also coming back to you. It's your karma, you know. So have a good evening. Thank you very much for everything. Also for for your nice words, Annie, because he says thanks for the love today, and that's what I would like to say to you. Also to Berber, I would like to say thank you very much for being here, for being a friend, for who you are. And also for Vinanda, thank you very much for joining me here. And I hope to see you next Wednesday here, because then it's a memorial for you're a lovely person. So I know for sure. Have a good evening and thank you for your attention in this time. Oh, don't forget to subscribe and to give me a thumb. And I hope there is next week more people on this live moment with the broadcasting. Have a good